What's up, everybody? It's your boy Carlton J from Natural Vibes Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Carlton J's Corner. Welcome back to the corner, everybody. I missed you guys. I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys have been keeping safe and social distancing like you're supposed to. Wear your mask. It's not a political statement, like my line brother Prince said that on the second episode.
Not a political statement. It's a mask. Please fucking wear one.
Please.
And sanitize your goddamn hands.
Please. All right, so on this episode, we're going to hit 3 points like the Southern Baptist preacher would say, and we're going to be gone. You feel what I'm saying? It's the holiday season. It's the holiday season. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope you guys do well on this holiday season. I hope you have fun with your families and your friends. Socially distancing, obviously. I know it's 2020, you know what I'm saying? Things have changed. It's looking different. But I want you guys to still have the same joy and the same passion about Christmas and the other holidays as you had before, even during this traumatic time. All right. So this year has been nothing short of amazing.
Are you being sarcastic, dude?
We've had a lot of stuff going on with COVID, man, taking a lot of people in our lives. Throughout social media, I'm pretty sure that everybody has seen somebody every single day dying of COVID. And it's sad. Texas, of course, over 1 million cases, and we still ain't shut down just yet. Ignorance pisses me off, people. It really do. We haven't shut down yet, right? Why not? We already hit 1 million. We hit 1 million weeks ago, and we still ain't shut down. Greg Abbott, what you doing, bro? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna let you do your job. I'm gonna do mine. And this is my job. Here we go. So, vaccines. COVID now has a vaccine. COVID has now a vaccine. It has a vaccine, right? And they want everybody to take this vaccine for COVID. People out here like, what? We got a vaccine now? Yes, I'm excited. We can get back to our normal life again. We can do this, we can do that. And then you got people that's like me, that's just like, nah, bro, it ain't happening. I don't care who you think you is, or nothing like that. Like this COVID stuff, we know it ain't no joke, but this vaccine, we know that's not a joke either. You know why it's not a joke to us? Because people that think like me, they like, man, you already done this shit before. We already know who you gonna try to experiment this shit on. It's gonna be the colored people, the people of color, right? The blacks, the browns. That's who you gonna try this stuff on. The poor whites, yeah, because they coming after y'all too. That's who you gonna try this vaccine on. To see if it's safe for the rest of the masses. And it's crazy because this is not the first time that the government has done this. It is not the first time, not by a long shot. So let's take a brief look into history right quick. I'm not gonna go too far back, but I'm gonna go far back enough. Here we go. So back in the day, before we had a vaccine for syphilis, there was a group of black men in Tuskegee in the early 1900s, right? And the government tested this vaccine on these men of color. And a lot of these men of color didn't realize it, but instead of it being a vaccine, it was a placebo. What's a placebo? Sugar water. That's all it is. And they gave them the placebo just to see what would happen. Now, it's really messed up because you say you had a vaccine. So why not just give them the vaccine and cure them and let them go about their day, live their normal lives? But the government, the white man, they are very cunning. They don't think about humanity in that way. They think about the quick buck, right? So this is what happened. They gave him the placebo. The men took it. And the side effects of it, since it was a placebo, it was not a vaccine. So the side effects of having syphilis was blindness, going crazy, and death. That's what happened. they either went blind, they went crazy, they went deaf, or they had all three, right? And the government was like, yeah. The white man was like, yeah, cool. We see this. This is what happens to men of color or people of color when you don't cure this disease. So later on, they wound up having a vaccine for it. So thank you guys, but no thank you at the same time, because you a bunch of punk ass marks. They had finally got the vaccine out there for the virus, and it cured syphilis as we know it, right? So if you get syphilis, remember, there's a cure for it. But that goes to show, if they are willing to do that from back in the early 1900s, it is 2020. There is nothing that I would be shocked to or surprised about if it happened again. Like, come on, man. We not stupid. We know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to use us as guinea pigs. But why can't you use your own people as guinea pigs? Help me understand. Why can't the Fortune 500 companies, the CEOs of those companies, the presidents, the CFOs of those companies, the 400 companies, 300 companies, why can't those people take the vaccine? Why not? They got the money. They have the money. So if it doesn't work out, they got the money to try to get themselves back up to good health. But us other people in the working class and the class below, they do not have the same resources as the people that are CFOs and CEOs. They don't. We know this. You know this. But what you're trying to do is population control. We not stupid. I don't trust this vaccine, everybody. I really don't. So it's crazy that we got a vaccine for COVID, but still ain't got no vaccine for HIV. It's crazy we got a cure for COVID, but we don't have a vaccine for cancer. Like, these are things that's actually been here for a while that people actually need a cure from, right? But it's making everybody so much money. It's putting money in their pockets. They selling their soul for a quick buck. Oh yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that though, huh? Yeah, you selling your soul for a quick buck, so you don't want to give the masses what they need to survive. You don't want to cure cancer. You don't want to cure AIDS, because if you did, you would have put that same amount of energy and time into finding a cure or a vaccine for those instead of the coronavirus. Like, come on, people. Come on, man. Like I said, nobody out here is stupid. We don't believe y'all, bro. Like, at least I know I don't. People that think like me don't. But, you know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna say none of my business. Selling your soul for a quick buck, man. That's crazy. So, speaking of people selling their souls for a quick buck, Lil Wayne decided that he wants that, well, he didn't, well, he wanted. Oh, well, I don't know. Did he? But if he didn't, then I wouldn't be talking about this. Makes you think. Ponder sometimes. Anywho's, Lil Wayne sold his masters to Universal for $100 million. I'm gonna say it again. Because when I told my barber about this, he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, bro. Dude sold his soul. Basically, he sold his masters for $100 million." He was like, "What, bro? That's crazy." He was like, "You know what? It ain't none of my business."
That nigga's tripping.
He a grown man. He is. He is a grown man. So, Lil Wayne sold his stuff for $100 million to Universal Studios or Universal Records or whatever. And yeah, for $100 million. I don't know if he was in a bind with money or something, but bro, you sold everything that you created. Everything that you created. Everything that you put your name on, your sound on, now belongs to Universal. And you're dumb as hell. Yeah, I call Lil Wayne dumb. I did. And if he wants to do an interview with me, he definitely can. because I feel like what he did was stupid. Like, why in the world would you sell your masters to a company for $100 million that's actually going to flip that $100 million 3 or 4 times more? Like, bro, you got fucked. For real. But nobody sees it the way I see it. Nobody sees it like that. I mean, it's $100 million. He sold. It was a quick buck. It was a lot of quick bucks, but it was a quick buck. Like $100 million, bro. You know good and well that your stuff could actually be worth more. If you didn't know that, I'm telling you, it could be. But $100 million, he sold his masters, everything that he created. No ceilings. Carter, all that, all the mixtapes, all the albums that he did, all that now belongs to Universal because he wanted to make $100 million. I am very disappointed in you because I used to look up to you, sir. I used to look up to you. Like, you were one of the coldest rappers that has ever existed. And a lot of people in the community looked up to you. A lot of people that weren't in the community looked up to you as a person that actually made it out, and they respected you for that. But you sat here and you sold everything that you had, all the things that you owned. You legitimately owned it. You sold it for $100 million. Why? You know what? With that $100 million, man, you better do a lot of shit with that. You better do a lot of good because it's $100 million. Like, bro, do you know how many institutions, HBCUs you can give money to that actually need it? Like, shit, you in New Orleans, bro, so you got Xavier down there, you got Dillard right there, 45 minutes up the street, you got Southern, about 5 hours at the top, northern Louisiana, you got Grambling. Like, bro, you better give some money to these institutions, something. It's $100 million. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like 4 or 5 institutions right there. Like, here's $1 million, here's $1 million, here's $1 million, here's $1 million. You still got $95 million, right? Like, come on, man. Come on. $100 million? Well, you better build up your community. You better make New Orleans shiny and pretty again. You better make it to where in the next 20 years, we will still have a New Orleans. $100 million. Like, it's $100 million. $100 million. You know what I can do with $100 million? I can pay off my student loans. That's it. Buy me a house. Like, set my kids up for forever. And they kids up. Then their kids. And they kids. Like, it's $100 million. $100 million. You decided to sell your soul for $100 million. I mean, might as well be, huh? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man gains the world, but lose his soul. That's what the Bible says. Hey. I felt it. 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 Just like I'm feeling it. So like I said, it's the holiday season, Christmas season. Happy holidays, happy Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, well, joyous Kwanzaa, and happy Hanukkah to everybody in the United States and abroad, right? My thing is music. Everybody knows that I love music. If you know me, you know I love music, right? So this is Carlton J's top 10 Christmas songs of all time. All time. And so in the comments, I want you guys to go ahead and tell me what your top 10 Christmas songs of all time is. Now, granted, it's a lot of songs. It is a lot of Christmas songs to actually have a top 10. And these must be the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme of songs, if they are in anybody's top 10. If you can make a top 10, that means, like, they have to be the shiznit, right? Because it's a lot of Christmas songs out here. A lot of them. So here's mine. At number 10, we have Christmas Time Is Here. Christmas time is here. You know, Christmas Time Is Here. Charlie Brown, right? Happiness and cheer, fun for all the children, call the favorite time of year. Yeah, Christmas Time Is Here. At number 10, that's my number 10. Then At number 9, we have Mary Did You Know by CeeLo Green. Now, when CeeLo Green came out with that Christmas album, All I Need Is Love, like, I was listening to that at the barbershop too, boy. Like, that boy killed that album. He killed that album. He did a song with the Muppets. The Muppets. You know how important you have to be to do a song with the Muppets? Or even get on a show with the Muppets? You gotta be on your shit. It's the Muppets. They don't hang around lames. They don't. They hang around popular people. People that actually make money. People that are actual stars. So if you ain't hung out with the Muppets, you ain't no real star. If you ain't never been on Sesame Street, you ain't no real star. The day I make it to Sesame Street is the day that I know that I'm famous. For real. My number 8 is Silent Night by Kirk Franklin and the Family. It was a silent night, a holy night, all is calm and all so bright. Round your body, mother and child. Like, bro, I don't know what he was thinking on that album, man, but he killed that album. The Kirk Franklin and the Family album, Christmas album, was legit one of the best Christmas albums of all time. It's like Kanye. You know how I remember Kanye did Taylor Swift? I know, whatever, blah, 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 but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Then, at number 7, we got This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. The reason why I say This Christmas by Donny Hathaway is because Donny Hathaway is the OG, bro. Like, you have to give respect. You have to give credit where credit is due. Now, Chris Brown did a phenomenal job with This Christmas. Did a fantastic job with This Christmas. Like, he slayed it. He killed it. Like, hang on the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree. Yeah, you know, like, the boy was killing. He killed that song. But I have to give it to the originator. Like, I have to give it to Donny Hathaway. Now, there was other people that have tried to do This Christmas. They have tried it. It wasn't that great. Patti LaBelle, let's take a look.
I'm gonna get to know you better.
It's like she don't even know her background singers at.
Where are my background singers?
See? Don't you know where the background singers at?
And it's the wrong words on the
She don't even know the song.
the song.
She just know This Christmas. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Then you got Pentatonics. It was okay. Yeah, I like the beginning part. Hang on the mistletoe. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ooh. Like, they had a couple chords in there that was actually pretty good. But they weren't better than Chris Brown. She sure wasn't better than Chris Brown. And yeah. That's about it. It's just Donny Hathaway though. You know what I'm saying? Donny Hathaway. That's my number 7. At number 6, we have Up on the Housetop by Pentatonic. Now, okay, so I know I just said what I just said about Pentatonics with This Christmas song, but Up on the Housetop is actually a good song. To me, it is. And the only reason why they made this list is not because of the song itself. It's not. I know it's supposed to be top 10 dopest songs of all time, Christmas songs of all time, or whatever. But the only reason why they made it to this list was because of their music video. Sue me. I don't care. Like, that Christmas video for Up on the Housetop was legit. Up on the Housetop. Like, bro, it was made out of Legos. Like, they did a music video made out of Legos. How gangster is that? It's not really, but it was dope. Like, up on the housetop. Up on the hillside, yeah, yeah. Up on the hillside. And they had like little houses made out of Legos and stuff. They was made out of Legos. The Christmas Santa sleigh was made out of Legos. They were just riding through, jumping from house to house. The reindeers was made out of Legos. It was made out of Legos. That's the only reason why they're on this list. Other than that, they wouldn't be on this list. But they're on this list because of Legos. I'm sorry. At number five. Oh come, all ye faithful. The traditional version. I don't need all the other stuff. I don't need none of that. I just want the traditional version. Oh come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh come ye to Bethlehem. That's just me. So that is my number five. Number five. Oh come, all ye faithful, man. That's a great song. It's a really great song. And if you have the right music behind it, oh man. If you can have that right person playing the organ that just make you want to shout, hey! You don't understand. Let me calm down. Calm down. All right. At number four, we have O Come Emmanuel by Boyz II Men. Now, you probably like, why ain't Let It Snow up there? Or why ain't their version of Silent Night up there? It's my list, not your list. What's going on? So, O Come Emmanuel by Boyz II Men was a great song. I got put on this song a long time ago after listening to a similar version on VeggieTales. It was a VeggieTales Christmas movie that came out years ago, like early 2000s, right? And I watched it, and they was playing O Come Emmanuel. I was like, man, that song is dope. Then I found it in the hymnal book. It was like page 1 something, 2 something, 3 something, 356, 256, 156. It's something like that. But yeah, they had that in the hymnal, man, and I was like, man, this is dope. Then I heard Boyz II Men do a version of it. I was like, bro, good job. That's a good job. That was a good job. So good job, Boyz II Men. Oh come, Emmanuel. I know your other songs ain't on the list, but you are in my honorable mentions, and we'll get to that in a second. So at number three, here we go. Sleigh Ride by TLC. I probably like, what is that? What is Sleigh Ride? What is Sleigh? You heard it? What is Sleigh Ride? Sleigh Ride. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happiness and lots of good. Just hear those sleigh bells ringling, ring, ting, tingling too. Sleigh ride together again. So let get ready, chorus, sing the chorus or two. Whatever. I like the song. Giddy up, on the way we go in the winter wonderland, hop in the snow. Oh. TLC, man, they killed that song. They definitely killed that song. So that's my number 3. And number 2, you gonna respect this man because this man deserves your respect. One of the greatest singers of all time. One of the greatest singers of all time. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross. You gotta respect that man. That's why he at number 2 right now. You gotta respect him. He deserves the respect because he killed this song. The man sang about a chair because no one else was sitting there, and how a house can't be a house, and a home is not a home when there's no one there to turn the key. Oh, please be there. Man, that's my song too. But Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. He killed it like this. He did like this. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Man, that boy, he killed it. Have yourself. Like he was like, go and have yourself, man. A merry little Christmas. Nah. Like, dude was on it. I respect that man. I actually asked some people I was working with a couple days ago. I was like, which one is better? Fat Luther or Skinny Luther? So I was like, man, Fat Luther. I was like, man, Skinny Luther. I think Skinny Luther. You know what? Both of them was great. They were both dope. But Skinny Luther, man, that boy. You gotta see one of them old concerts, man. He made an old lady. Like, he made her get wet, bro. I'm just putting that out there. Like, I was just like, all right, Luther. Go ahead and get you that cougar there, sir. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all right quick. Hold on. Here it is. Watch this part. She got wet. I'm telling you. But whatever. So before I hit my number one, these are my honorable mentions. So they didn't make the list. They could have made the list, but they didn't make it. Right? They didn't make it. This Christmas by Chris Brown. Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Let It Snow, Boyz II Men. Silent Night by Boyz. You know what? It's so many honorable mentions. I'm just gonna run this list right here. Here it is, real quick. There you go. So that was my honorable mentions list. So here is number one. At number one, another OG. You gotta respect him, man, because Dave Chappelle did a skit about him. Like, Dave Chappelle don't do skits about celebrities unless you are worthy to be done. On Chappelle's show, he did a skit about this guy. And the guy deserved it, because, like I said, he was cold. The boy was a beast. That guy is Nat King Cole. And the song is the Christmas song. The Christmas song. So, that's my number one. Because he was a beast. Dude was a monster. But yo, that's the show for today. That was another episode of Carlton J's Corner. I really appreciate you guys being here. I miss you guys. I want you guys to have a happy holidays, happy new year, and I will see you next time. Peace out.